What's going on guys, this is Kedar here, and today in this video on social security we will discuss 4 important changes into the social security that will have a big impact on retirees in the year 2023. And in the 2023 we are going to see a lot of changes when it comes to social security, and we'll also see some things which are not bringing any sort of a change in social security. And today in this video we'll also discuss about one particular fact which is really good for most of the people who are considering taking social security. So without further ado, let's get right into all the details. Now quickly before we start this video, do check out other videos from our channel, latest updates regarding social security, state-wise stimulus update, social security benefits, payment schedules. Do check out our channel and make sure to subscribe with all the bell notification turn on so you will never miss any new videos we upload every single day. Make sure to hit that like button for me, and without further ado, let's get right into all the details. Okay, so starting with the first point, which is the cost of living adjustment, formerly known as COLA. Now this one is going up by 8.7%, which is the biggest increase over last 40 years. While this number is a big win for all the social security beneficiaries, particularly for retirees, but I don't think that big cost of living adjustment will come in handy for social security beneficiaries, particularly for the retirees. And let me explain. Now, I know it's the biggest increase in the last 40 years, but that biggest increase is coming for a reason, and that reason is clearly a rising high inflation which is totally out of control. So remember that the higher number of the cost of living adjustment, so you need to consider one more thing. Therefore, the higher the number, more individual categories will affect retirees. Now remember, the more the individual categories affect retirees either positively or negatively will depend totally on how they spend all their funds. For example, let's say big proportion of what they make up from the 8.7% is either probably spent onto the energy, that is the gasoline, either for heating, oil, electricity, etc. So each of those categories is up drastically due to the rising high inflation, and here you can see some of those categories are even 7.7% higher. So if you consume more than average, you could face up with a much more higher cost than 8.7%. Already you can see the food is up by 10.9%, and food is pretty much essential. And when it comes down to the season, coldest part of the country, energy becomes a necessity to heat up the house and tackle the cold weather. Therefore, take a look at the energy. It's already up by 17.6%. So therefore 8.7% increase in the inflation and again 8.7% increase in your social security benefit doesn't match up, and that means your retirement portfolio, your financial balance sheet will not go up. In fact, from what we know, it's actually going backwards. With the cost of living adjustment, you can cover up major of the categories, but speaking of the food, you can't even manage that one. You can see it's up by 10.9%, let alone the energies, it's going up by 17.6%. So just to heat up your home, if you're gonna use up too much energy, you are pretty much out of the budget. Speaking of the next important point is a wage gap. Now, wage gap has moved up from $147,000 in the year 2022, and it's going all the way up to $160,200 for the year 2023. Now, this is a big move. By the way, for those of you if you don't know what is wage gap, it's basically the earning amount beyond which the Social Security Administration will no longer tax individual earnings. Therefore, this move is really good for those people who are already drawing Social Security, and this one is also good for those people making less than $147,000 per year, but it's not really good for those people who is making more than $147,000 per year. And that's because those people are onto the top of this limit, pay the exact same amount of the percentage. So let's say if your earnings are $146,999, you're just onto the verge of crossing $147,000. That means still you pay the same amount of the percentage wise on the Social Security for every dollar at the bottom of those earnings, but the benefit paid out on high end is as low as 14.7% of the contribution compared to the benefit paid out on the low end, meaning that this will bulk up the social security for those that are most in need and have minimal impact on the payout to those that need the social security the very least. And hence, this is why Social Security Administration uses something called bent point. Therefore, SSA looks at your earnings over your best 35 years of work, and they will index those earnings into today's dollars, and Social Security Administration will take an average of the best 35 years, and this is what's called your average index monthly earnings. Therefore, in the 2023, Social Security Administration will pay you 90% of your post average index monthly earnings. So therefore, if your average index monthly income was $12,500, you would receive $3,664, and your tax earnings goes up 11.2 times, but your payout only goes up 3.65 times. Okay, so speaking of the next important point, well, actually it's quite useful for retirees. That is because the earning limits for the retirees is getting a massive bump in the year 2023. Okay, so now the earning limit is the amount that you receive from the employment and still you receive your social security benefits. I mean your full social security benefit, and this one has moved from $19,560 per year for the year 2022 going all the way until $21,240 per year for the year 2023. So if your earnings occur before your full retirement year, and by that I mean when you reach the year of your full retirement age, if this is there, then you'll reach your full retirement age, but you're not there yet. Now if you take a look at the difference between those two earnings, so deducting $21,240 per year from 19,560, we get $1,680. Therefore, in the upcoming year 2023, you can earn $1,680 more while still be eligible for your social security benefits without any worries. And once you actually achieve a full retirement age, you can earn whatever you want. There is no reduction in your benefits for any amount. But one thing to note though, in excess, if you cross the limit, every $1 in benefits will be withheld for every $2 in earnings above the limit. And when you reach the full retirement age, you have to give back $1 for every $3 that you earn in excess of the threshold. So once you achieve full retirement age, there is no earning limit, and the amounts were taken from your earlier on and given back to you at a subsequent point. And that brings us to the last important point, what people call Social Security's work credits. Now the work credit is the amount that you have to earn the minimum amount, and you must earn at least 40 social security credits in order to qualify for social security benefits, and you can earn credits when you work and pay social security taxes. And the thing is, you can earn up to maximum of 4 credits per year. Now most people should be able to achieve their targets unless they work part-time, and if they have worked for only certain portion of their lives. This happens most often when someone steps out of their workforce to raise a family for 20, 25 or 30 years and then comes back. Then they are trying desperately to get that 40 credit limit, and that 40 credit limit may have had some credits in the beginning years. So let's say they work for the first 5 years before they having a family, so they would have a 20 credits, and now they need to pick up another 5 years or so to earn more of the 20 remaining credits, and they still want to raise their family as well, and for that they will also take a part-time job that offers 12 to 15 hours per week, and let's say it pays $10 an hour, and in that scenario they only work for 12 hours per week. Then in that case they would come up short, and therefore knowing exactly where you currently stand in regards to your credits is really important, and this is one thing that has stopped as of the last year due to constant increase in the amount of time you have to work to reach the full retirement age. This one has stopped, and if you are born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67, and therefore historically the full retirement age went up 2 months for every year that has passed. So effectively your older sibling could have lower full retirement age than yours, years simply because they were born first, but that all kind of stop if you are born in 1960 or later, then your full retirement age is 67. And you know there is a lot going on with the social security, and many saying that it will be depleted in the year 2035 due to the current political situation. It's very tense. Therefore, it's definitely going to be a really major issue, not this year but for the next upcoming years. Congress and Republican parties will have to take some serious actions. So make sure to check out other videos from our channel on social security benefits, payment schedules, and other details. Make sure to subscribe with all the bell notification turn on so you'll never miss new videos from our channel we upload every single day. And this is Kedar from How to Guys signing out.